Hey guys, what's up? This is Art. The first video of the year and the first video of 2020. First thing is, let me tell you about what happened last night. Last night, I visited a, a few friends of mine who I haven't really see or talked to besides on Facebook. One of my best friends, I know him for like close to like 15 to 16 years, threw a party at his little house. Just a little get together. Nothing outrageous, nothing out crazy. So I drove out that way. Not a problem. It started to snow, and of course, people on the freeway they slow down in the snow, which is fine, no problems. Stopped off to get some alcohol, some Captain Morgan, and a 2 liter of Coke. Stopped by his house, and I saw this one guy who I have not seen in like almost 2 years. Found out that he was fighting cancer. So, of course, after hearing his story about everything else, and then playing Uno with some playing Uno. We all play Uno. Trust me, it's kind of funny playing Uno. Some of us drinking, some of us wasn't. It's no big deal. I didn't drink too much, and the reason why I didn't drink too much because I have a different sense about alcohol these days. Ever since my second DUI, going on probation and all this other stuff, I look at alcohol slightly differently. And because of that, that's why I only drank a little bit. Sat and talked to people. I didn't even know my friend was going through some stuff. I mean, I kind of knew, but it's like, it didn't really hit home until he said, yeah, man, yeah, he found a lump, then he took, instead of like pushing it off, he took care of himself. He took care of it. Had to get a little certain procedure to get it removed and everything else before it became dangerous. So, I mean, it was kind of funny. Drove home. Everything's great. Woke up because of people phoning. My phone was blown. My phone was blown off the hook. I was like, I just feel a little tired because of lack of sleep. So I've been technically napping all day. But I had a good night last night. Nothing crazy, nothing off the wall crazy. The funny thing was, I didn't see that many cops out last night. That was weird. Usually around New Year's Eve, I see cops everywhere, but I didn't see much of any. But then again, that's a good thing because I was doing the right thing. I wasn't driving drunk. That was the best part. I wasn't driving impaired. That's the best part. But I got up, trying to figure out what am I going to do. What am I going to do with this channel, this platform I have? A very small platform. One thing is, I'm grateful for all the subscribers. Okay, I'm grateful for all of you. Even if one of you, even if I do a video and one person watch it, that's more of an accomplishment for me. Okay. My thing is, I follow a lot of people on YouTube, and I watch a lot of their videos. And my goal this year is start commenting more, throwing people my input. So so if you have a YouTube channel, you throw some videos out there. 9 times out of 10, I will throw some input. Oh, but the question is what I'm going to do with this platform. No one, I don't have a set schedule. I film when I feel like filming, which means that if I don't have anything to say, you might not see me with a new video for like a week or two. Then one day you might see me spam 3 videos in the same day. It just happens that way. Okay. I don't have set days or set times. I just do a video when I feel like it. And usually when if I have an idea of a video, something happens, an event happened, some kind of conversation I had, and I just throw it out here and see who agrees with me, see who has some comments or whatever. That's great. I try not to talk about the alcohol situation because I think that's over and done with, but I can revisit that every so often because I might start going to some AA meetings again, thinking about it. Not because I have a problem, it's just because I don't want a problem, and that's the reason why. Um, it's a little bit more than just not drinking. True, I have no problems drinking alcohol, but whatever. My goal right now, starting this year, is getting myself out of debt, credit card debt. That's the start. Slowly starting off right, but we're slowly starting off. Hopefully, I get some overtime this year, so that way I can make some extra money to pay off some of my bills and help me live a little bit. I plan on going to 2 comic book conventions, one small comic book convention, I think in March, and a big one in May. Uh, I think hopefully I can get some enough money to do some traveling over spring, over summer, fall. Hopefully. But other than that, what I'm going to talk about, I'm going to talk about whatever comes to my mind. I'll talk about comic books. I'll talk about movies. I might start doing reviews of movies that I have, even though I know you've seen the movie before, but this is my take on it. Whether it's a good deal or not for you, watch it. Probably some of you already have these movies, and maybe you might, because I talk about it, you might want to give it another try. One thing I'm planning on doing. For example, these are graphic novels. My goal is to read one of these a week and then do a video of it. So this week I'm gonna read X-Men Mutant Massacre. I bought this like 2 years ago. Have not read it again in 20-something years. Now this book, I haven't read this in 20-something years. So I'm gonna read this, and by the end of the week, or after I get done reading it, I will talk about it. Oh, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. I'm playing a video game based off of this series right now, so I'm gonna play more of that too. Some Deadpool, Batman Year 2. Awesome series. So, like I said, my goal is to read one of these a week. Yep. Gonna read one of these a week and talk about it. So, like I said, hopefully by the end of this week, I'll be ready to talk about this bad boy right here, which is the whole series. So I gotta put this out somewhere so I can remember to start reading it. That was one thing I wanted to start doing that last month, but I said no, let me wait for the first of the year. This year, take better care of myself with this insulin. These medications. That's my next goal. See, there's a lot of things I want to do this year. One, right now I weigh like 220. Okay. The goal is not for me to lose weight, it's to become healthier. Losing weight doesn't mean you're healthier. It just means you weigh a lot less. Healthier is when my blood glucose levels are normalized. It is not super high or super low or anything like that. When it's normalized like that, then I know I'm getting on the healthy track. Which means I'm going to be cutting out a lot of fast foods. Really shouldn't be eating fast food anyway, but I'm going to cut a lot of that out. Making time for people who actually give a damn about me. That's another thing is making time for people who actually give a damn about me. Instead of people who just toss me because they need something or they want something. I pretty much cut out all those toxic people, pretty much. Almost done with this other one. Almost done. Funny thing is, one of those people got me some cologne. She bought me some cologne. She was originally she bought this and she was gonna gift it to somebody. Then she thought about selling it, then she decided to give it to me. It's called Reveal by Calvin Klein. And no, this is not a fragrance review. I don't know anything about fragrance reviews, but this is what it looks like. I did use some of this last night, and of course, at this party, every girl was taken except for one. The one girl that wasn't, they didn't have a boyfriend or a husband or something like that. She's a little big, and she's like, "Oh, you smell nice." I'm like, thanks. Yeah, there it is, right there. Has a nice smell to it. Oh yeah, there it is. But it has a nice smell to it. No, I'm not a fragrance reviewer, but I think, okay, this is probably a good $50, I think. So, hey, it smells nice. I kind of like the smell, so that's fine. Yeah, a toxic person actually gave me something for a change instead of a headache. Imagine that. Or is that a way of buying more access to me? Most likely. But another thing is, like I said, my plan is to do more videos. You know, not harp on the same bullshit like I was doing for months and months and months on end. Um, whew. One thing I do plan on within the next week buying the John Wick 3. And what I'm going to do is once I get that, John Wick 3, once I buy that, I'm going to watch all 3 John Wicks. And I'm going to do a talk about what I think about the John Wick movies. That's one goal I plan on doing by the end of the month. My take on it. Ooh, Doctor Who starts tonight. Probably won't be able to see it, but who knows. So starting next week, so my shoulder's been killing me lately. You know, because one time I found myself sleeping on it, and then as soon as I realized I'm sleeping on it, intense pain all the way up here for like 2 or 3 days. So starting next week, I'm back in the gym hardcore. I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing a high volume, lighter weight, higher volume set like I was, or am I going to start doing strength training again? I have a couple days to think about that. I would love to do strength training again to get myself stronger again. But then again, you know, the high volume, I basically in and out of the gym in like within half an hour, 45 minutes. I haven't figured that out. I haven't figured out which one I'm going to do yet. That's a lot. Trying to talk about a lot in a short amount of time. I'm going to try to not do 20 to 30 minute videos anymore unless something is going to take that long. But you know, Try to do some more reading. Had my eye exam the other day. Everything went perfectly. No sign of diabetes in my eyes. Because when I had my eyes dilated Monday, I couldn't see, so that was funny. I could watch movies, but other than that, no big deal. But like I said, my goal is to be healthier this year. Get some more figures. Get some more figures, so that way I always have something to do. The idea is for me to always have something to do and never be bored. I'm also going to buy a PS4 this year. I'll do that within the next couple of weeks. The idea is not being bored, because when I get bored, I do stupid shit. Always trying to keep myself busy and get my mind right. Like I said in the previous video, in order to get your life right, you gotta get your mind right first. Once your mind is right, it tells you exactly where you have to go to get to where you want to be. So that's a lot of things I want to talk about. And hopefully I might get another 2 or 3 subscribers within the next year, hopefully. But like I said, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give me a thumbs down. Leave me a comment if you like. Give me a comment. Oh, God, give me a comment. Not like a Haley's comment, but just let me know what you think. Didn't mean to spray too much of that. Ooh. Think about it. Since maybe I should spray down my pillow so I can. Okay, never mind. But other than that, hopefully you have a great New Year's Day. Hope everything goes well for you, and hopefully start to better you in 2020 works. Talk to you later.